Welcome to the City Current Radio Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Park. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making a difference, empowering the good in our community, and also sharing exciting news. And we're going to kick it off talking about the Bellwether Award, which is like the Oscars or the Grammys. So it's a really cool recognition. We are here with two from Southwest Tennessee Community College. We're here with Dr. Tracy Hall, the president, and Dr. Kendricks Hooker, the vice president for academic affairs. How are you both doing?
Doing just fine. Thank you for the invitation, Jeremy. How are you?
Doing well. So congratulations on this Bellwether Award. We'll talk about that in just a second, but let's start with you, President Hall. Give us a little bit of context. Give us some background on Southwest Tennessee Community College. Let's start there.
Great. Yes. So I began in 2015, but of course, Southwest had a long history prior to my arrival, a merger of Shelby State and State Technical Institute in 2000. And so that merger brought together two very different institutions and doing things differently. And so when I arrived in 2015, there really had been two different ways of operating, and students were given different information depending on if they talked to an employee that had worked at Shelby State or had worked at State Technical Institute. So you can imagine the confusion that students had when they didn't know if, depending on where they were, what the message would be. So as a result, we had 7 years of decline in enrollment, lowest graduation rates in the state, just the disparity between our white students and Black students' achievement levels, just everything. We needed to just do an overhaul of the college. And so that's what we did. So started in 2015, had a few months just to kind of assess everything. I'd already had a Huron report that gave me information from internal, external constituents about what they needed to see change in a student experience. 2016, we joined Achieving the Dream. And that's where all of our redesign, reinvent, reset work occurred. We looked at everything from recruitment all the way to completion for our students, did process maps, over 200 faculty and staff joined in to change how we do business. And so that's where we are excited to be recognized with this Bellwether Award for that redesign work. It was an overhaul, a large change management effort, but it's paid off. Our enrollment has increased. Our the gaps between our Black and our white students have decreased. Our graduation rates have increased. And so we are really pleased with the work that we've been doing since 2016 with Achieving the Dream, and to have it recognized nationally with the Oscar of awards for community colleges at the Bellwether. We're just overjoyed.
And dive in terms of what it means for you and for Southwest Tennessee Community College, because as we mentioned, it's a national award. It's voted on by peers. This is it puts you in the top echelon in terms of achieving these goals and being recognized for them. So talk about what it means overall.
Yes, and so we competed. Actually, there were 3 different categories, which 30 of all the applicants that applied, they narrowed it down to 30. And in each category, there were 10 in each category. So for our actual planning, financing, and governance award, we competed with 9 other colleges across the nation. And so it was a really intense process in which we had to prepare a 1-minute promo video. We had to do a 45 or 50-minute video of our just talking about our redesign work from 2016 all the way to the present. It was judged by peers across the country. We had to then give a presentation and then wait to see what the results would be. And so that's pretty huge, especially for an urban community college that serves a so-called challenged population, to have the results that we've had and to have that degree of change in a relatively short period of time is phenomenal to us. But to be recognized, it is such an honor to be in the category with all of those fine institutions across the country, and to be among Bellwether. I mean, to just be a finalist. You know, people say it's an honor to be nominated. We were thrilled to be nominated and to be a finalist, but to actually win that really just affirms the work that we've been doing. My faculty and staff are just fantastic. I knew that, and to have everyone across the country to know that is just fantastic. It's a fantastic feeling.
Well, definitely congratulations again. It's so exciting to see a national spotlight put on your leadership and the efforts of your team and everything that you're doing for our community. Let's switch over because there are a lot of exciting things going on in terms of partnership in the community and collaboration, including one I want you to talk about on your end, Dr. Hooker, but with the Shelby County Health Department. So talk about your efforts tying in, especially with the vaccine.
Oh, wow. Well, given everything that's going on amid the pandemic, we've seen surges in hospitalization, we've seen surges in deaths and all of those things. So this vaccination is critical in terms of helping our community, but also we'll talk a little bit about enrollment to increase our enrollment at some point. So one of the things that we've done is that we have collaborated with the Shelby County Health Department, and the goal is to provide vaccination, the first dose for individuals in that community. Thus far, it has been an amazing collaboration and relationship. On last Friday and Saturday, we began this journey with the Shelby County Health Department, in which we vaccinated roughly 960 individuals with first doses. And the beauty of that is that was a collaboration not only with the leaders from Southwest Tennessee Community College, but we also collaborated with, again, the Shelby County Health Department. We collaborated with Memphis Police Department, the fire department. I mean, you name it, everyone was involved. And it was a great experience for everyone, including the patients. Unfortunately, we've had the opportunity to sort of view some of the challenges with vaccinations. And I'm here to say that at least this relationship thus far, we have not seen any of those challenges. Those that came to be vaccinated were vaccinated in a short period of time. So we're excited. And I think one of the things that we're probably elated about is the fact that our students had the opportunity to participate as well. So this is a life-changing experience for them. And, we're going to continue to try to learn from what we've done. And if there's an ask for us to expand our help, our assistance to the community, we stand ready to do so.
I think a lot of this, it shows leadership, collaboration, innovation, and on the innovation side, you all have learned a tremendous amount during the pandemic in terms of overcoming challenges. And you look at laptops, Wi-Fi connectivity, even personally reaching out to students and saying, hey, what's going on? How can we help? Talk a little bit, President Hall, on that end of just some of the overhauls and some of the things related to really stepping in and making sure that students have everything that they need to be successful, but to continue their journey, because now more than ever, it's critically important for our community.
Absolutely. So the pandemic has forced us really to take our work to another level. We have always been looking at our why. Why do we exist? It has to be more than just degrees. It has to be more than just credentials. That's important. Do not get me wrong, but it has to be more than that. And so for us, our why has been moving people out of poverty, helping people to have a better quality of life and to increase their social mobility and economic vitality. That's what we have to be about. That drives us, that moves us every single day. And so with COVID, we saw in bright lights the disparities that still exist with everything that was going on. So we had the social protests and all of that. It just kind of came to a head, and we said, we have to do even more. We're already doing a lot. With our ATD work, Achieving the Dream work, we had a social worker that we hired and a mental health counselor to deal with the real issues our students face. And so we said, what else do we need to do? And so that's where we went to that reimagining Southwest, and we purchased 3,500 laptops for our students, because it has to be more than just about talk. In higher ed, we really do like our committees. We like to do a lot of talking, but when you have so many pressing issues facing you immediately, there's not any time to waste, and you can't spend months and months and months and semesters having a meeting. about the same thing. We have to move. And so that's what we've been doing. And so the laptops have been really instrumental in helping students to bridge that technical and that digital divide that we know that exists. And so that's what we really tried to focus on in helping our students to understand that life has to continue, and we don't know what things will be like after COVID. We know that there will be a new normal. What we do not want is for our students to be left behind. With the remote working opportunities that companies have, there may be those companies that decide to look elsewhere outside of Tennessee for employees. And if our local residents aren't ready for this new technological workforce, then they will be left behind. And so I know that there are some people saying, we'll just wait until COVID is over before we return to school. But we're saying now is the time to continue. If you are uncomfortable with technology at Southwest, we're helping you with that. We're providing the laptops for you. We provide the training for you. You can't be left behind because it's not going back to business as usual after COVID. And so if Zoom scares you, then learn Zoom. If Microsoft Teams, you're afraid of that, learn Teams, because this is our new normal. And please don't be left behind. And we certainly don't want Tennesseans, and we definitely Memphians, to be left behind in this post-COVID world.
Carry that forward, Dr. Hooker, on your end, because one of the things that you're doing creatively is externships for your faculty. And so back to real world application and making sure that, what you're teaching and providing for the students is not only first in class, it's also relevant. And so you're letting them really absorb everything and go through real world innovation as it happens. So talk about these externships.
Absolutely. Well, as Dr. Hall alluded to, we all understand that post-pandemic, there's going to probably be a new skill set that is required. So it's important for our faculty to collaborate and engage with industry to make sure that we are well aware of what's taking place in the workforce, to stay abreast of the innovative changes that we know are going to occur. And the beauty of that is that now they're engaging with industry, they're learning the new skill set, and they're bringing it back to the classroom. So our students are now getting firsthand information as to how it's going to look when they enter the workforce. They're getting the necessary soft skills. I think that's an important piece that we often overlook, but they're getting the needed soft skills in order to be successful in their work environment. And when they do graduate, or when they do enter the workforce, it should be a relatively smooth transition. We started this past summer with only 3 faculty. And once everyone found out the noise was created, the excitement was created, and now we know that we have quite a few faculty that are interested in this, as well as business and industry as well. So we're really looking forward to what the summer is going to bring, because we do think this is beneficial not only to our students, but to make sure that our students get real life experiences while at Southwest in the classroom.
Let's stay on you, Dr. Hooker. Give me one thing, and I'm thinking you've got so many things you can choose from between, career in a year and all the good things going on. But give me one thing that you wish everyone knew about Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Oh, wow. It's so much. And I think, again, Dr. Hall has alluded to quite a bit of this. We're the community's college. That's what we like to say. And regardless of your skill set, regardless of your level of preparedness, we're here to help. So whether it's technology, the moment that you knock at our door, we're going to make sure that we provide you with the resources that you need, regardless if it's technology, if it's the training associated with that, if it's Wi-Fi, whatever the case may be, we're here to assist you. If there are some financial situations that we can assist you with, we have emergency fund, we have scholarships, we have all of these things to make your transition and your stay at Southwest as smooth as it can possibly be. So I think being a former faculty member at Southwest as an adjunct and seeing how much things have changed and how welcoming this environment is now, I would encourage anyone to come to Southwest. And I will also add, I got to put this plug in, my daughter was a graduate of Southwest. So I guess that's be kudos to how much I trust Southwest.
There you go. President Dr. Tracy Hall, add your 2 cents on what do you wish everyone knew about Southwest Tennessee Community College? Go ahead and add on.
I think I would echo what Dr. Hooker said, and I would just say I think that with community colleges, people have known that we exist, but have not understood the value and what we are about, our mission. Community is in our name for a reason. And so back in the day, people would say junior colleges, and I think we kind of got stuck with that junior college label, that we are just a step to to the senior college, or if you have no other options. But we moved more to a community college because we meet the needs of the community. And so when you have a situation where Shelby County government needs a site for a vaccine distribution, obviously they came to us because it's in our name. And obviously we said, yes, this is a no-brainer. This is what we do. When we're talking about addressing issues of poverty, that's what we do because it's about the community. So that separates us a little bit. We are a educational institution. We provide opportunities academically and socially and emotionally. The added part about community colleges is that we address those real life issues, and we are not afraid to get our hands dirty, roll up our sleeves, and do what our communities need. Our communities are so diverse across Tennessee. And so each of the 13 community colleges, we have our own various focus points that we are interested in because our communities are different. And so however Memphis is, that's how Southwest is. And whatever Memphis cares about, whatever Shelby County cares about, Fayette County, our other county that we serve, that's what we care about. And so it is not an imposition to ask Southwest to be involved. It is not, we're not doing the community a favor by opening up our campus. It is what we do. It is who we are. And this is where we serve. And so it is our honor, our pleasure, and our privilege to help move Memphis forward. That's what we do.
I love it. Wrap up with contact information, website, social media, phone numbers. Where do we go to learn more about Southwest Tennessee Community College?
Well, we have, of course, our website, www.southwest.tn.edu. Our phone number for any questions, 901-333-5000. Our counselors are ready to assist. And then you can follow us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Southwest TN. So we're trying to be everywhere. So there's no excuses. Reach out to us. We are here to help and to answer questions.
Absolutely. You make it easy. Well,
yes.
Dr. Tracy Hall, President, and Dr. Kendricks Hooker, Vice President for Academic Affairs with Southwest Tennessee Community College. Congratulations again on the Bellwether Award and the national recognition. Thank you so much for all you do and for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.